First down, and they'll start with Algier. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. The first play from scrimmage. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Mariota. That's to the speedster Olamide Zaccheaus. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on 2nd down.
Never make the mistake that the slot receivers, especially the little guys like we're watching here, are just quicker than fast. A lot of them combine quickness and speed, and they catch a lot of footballs, as we just saw there.
Throwing again on 2nd down. Mariota. Got a man. It's Patterson, complete. And this one's going to go the wrong way. Losing yardage back at the 42. In search of 3 yards here to pick up the first down. On play action, Mariota. Open man is Kyle Pitts, his tight end. And out of bounds on the other side of midfield at the 45. It's a gain of 13 and a first down for Atlanta. Opening carry of the game for Cordero Patterson. He won't find a ton of space following the display of power as he's down just inside the 45. The Etor Gross Matos there to bring him down.
That felt like a trap because it looked to me like the opposing front was on that play from the get-go. They had everyone crashing the ball carrier before he even made the line, and they hold him to just a yard.
It comes, and he lost the football. Mariota had it jarred loose, and it's picked up by the Panthers. And they take over. They'll set up shop at the 46-yard line.
With no running backs in the backfield to help pass protect, all the receivers in their patterns, these are going to be hot routes. If they sense a blitz or pressure on the quarterback, they've got to be prepared to break routes off early and get the football. In this case, never even had a chance. They popped the ball free in the backfield.
And they'll wind up getting this to the 37. Gain of 9. They'll run it here. This is Deontay Foreman. 6 yards the pick up, and that's a first down.
A quick burst there, and he nicely beat off a pretty decent
game. Again, it's Foreman. And nothing much materializing there on the first down run. He'll get a couple, and that's it.
They suspected that it was a power play up the middle coming at them, and boy, were they right. That defense got downhill in a hurry and limited them to just a couple on first down.
And he's going to lose a yard or two, taken down behind the line. Multiple players combined for their team's first sack of the game. They got to get to the 20 to keep the drive alive on third down. Here's Darnold. And that will be incomplete.
Oh, that's going to hurt a bit because they needed to come through with a completion there. Now a drive that started with great field position is facing fourth down.
Now for the field goal try, here's Eddie Pinheiro. This will be spotted at the 37, so it's a 47-yard attempt. And this one is no good. He missed it. And this will remain a scoreless game.
Well, this winds up an empty possession. Everything looked okay. He just never got the ball on target. And knowing him, he'll be disappointed with that effort.
About set to begin their next drive. The Falcons offense at the line. And a fumble last time. Ball security. Talk about it all the time in the National Football League. They've got to be better at it on this drive.
Don't you think that when every team gets together for the first time, I don't care if it's OTAs, mini camps, first day of camp in the regular season, ball security comes up about, what, the second sentence of the coach's address?
And those are so many drills focus on that.
All the time, and they do drills to make it even tougher to simulate game situations. Doesn't always work out, though.
Meanwhile, they take a shot to start the drive, but this is going to wind up incomplete.
That was an interesting look there because as soon as he got outside the pocket, I thought he was going to take off and run for yardage. But what often happens now with these quarterbacks who can move, defenses want to try and keep bodies in front of them, and I think that discouraged him from taking off and made him try a pass downfield that fell incomplete.
Now he's going to swing this one out to his running back. And he'll be out just a yard or two shy of the 30. The Falcon passing game looking good on this drive as they get the first down. First and 10, it's Patterson. And he struggles to get a yard here, maybe a yard, down to the 31. The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. Play fake, Mariota. Complete to Zacchaeus. And he's brought down inside the 20 at the 18-yard line.
And that's a more than acceptable read right there because it's zone coverage, so timing is everything. This time he waits for his man to come open, puts it right on him, and they pick up a first down.
From the red zone now, Mariota. That is caught inside the 5. Touchdown, Falcons. Cordero Patterson. An 18-yard touchdown grab. And the Falcons will claim the early lead as they're on the board first here tonight. And that is off the left upright. It's no good. And following the touchdown now, it's Bradley Pinion on to kick this one away. Certainly not what they wanted there, so the football by rule comes out to the 40. So now the possession will begin at the 35 after the errant kickoff.
Well, that's certainly one way to avoid a dangerous kick returner, I suppose, but you are giving up extra yardage, that's for sure. Because if you put it out of the end zone, they start at the 25. So at a minimum, you're giving up 10 yards to the offense.
And that play went nowhere. Losing yardage, it'll be back at the 36.
If you're a selfish player and you're throwing the ball, you're cool with the completion. Maybe not so cool with the yardage loss, though. Huh?
Yeah, you went backwards on the yardage. Hey, it kind of works like a sack for the defense there.
Yeah, it's a really big play for them, right? Able to figure it out, sniff it out, and finish it off.
Second and 14. Now it's Darnold. He's got his tight end. It's Tommy Tremble. That's good. The completion there for 7 yards. And that'll make it 3rd down. So 7 yards from the first down here as they come up to the line of scrimmage. Throwing here on 3rd down. Darnold. Throw left side complete. That's Thomas. And he'll be tackled after a gain of 4. Still 3 yards short. 4th down. And here we go on 4th. Darnold. A hit as he throws, and this is going to be incomplete. Boy, a curious decision to go for it. Doesn't pan out, and the Falcons will take control of the football in great field position. Mariota on 1st down. And his throw's going to be incomplete.
I think he's got to be careful not to force anything into coverage right there. There weren't really any throwing lanes, but the best part for him, he's got 2nd and 3rd down to fall back on.
To throw again on 2nd down, Mariota. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
Tough series for the passing game. Things just aren't clicking. Hoping they come through on this play and get the series back on track with a completion for enough yards for a first down.
On third down, Mariota. And that is incomplete.
They certainly had good starting field position on that drive, but couldn't do anything with it after 3 plays. Have to admit that that's a disappointing end to excellent field position. When that drive started, they had 6 points that they were thinking about.
The punt team on now as Pinion sends this one away.
The Panthers take over first down 10 at their own 20-yard line.
The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. Still in the first half, but this offense has struggled. Haven't really been able to get anything going, not only in the points category, but in the yards category. Let's see if they can do better here on this drive. And he's going to get 7 out of this before being taken down at the 27.
Well, no matter how they phrase it, staying on schedule, staying ahead of the sticks, whatever you want to call it, 7 yards on first down, that fits the bill.
They run again with Foreman. And this time not as successful as he'll get back to the line of scrimmage and no more. Call it no gain that time as it's going to leave him with a 3rd and about 3 to go. Coming up here looking for 3 yards to pick up the first. Darnold on 3rd down. This is Chenault on the receiving end. Finding space at the 40. And he's going to be out around the 45-yard line. Give him 18. It's a Carolina first down.
That's a play that likely to be forgotten when you talk about big moments in this game. And plays like this are critical to keep drives going. And if points result, we'll call this play significant.
Meanwhile, Darnold's throw into the hands of the receiver, Chenault. And he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Off of play action, Darnold. He'll buy some time right. On the run, he'll let this go deep right side. And this is incomplete. Oh, he had 6 points right in his hands, but could not hang on. So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10. Darnold to throw again. That caught by Tremble. And they'll get this one to about the 20-yard line. A good-looking drive so far for the Panthers and a first down here.
That's another Carolina Panther. First and 10 on the 20-yard line.
A carry for Foreman. And he'll get this one down to about the 17. A gain of 3, 2nd down.
But that call makes sense because they've been throwing it well on this drive, and once again they show passing formation, showing the shotgun. Then they ran out of it. That's a nice play by them defensively, though, to hold it to a short game.
2 minutes remaining in this first half of football. So from the 17, here's 2nd and 7. Back to throw, Darnold. He rifles complete, caught by Moore. And the Panthers are going to have a 1st and goal as the tackle is made at about the 5. Seems as if the passing attack is starting to heat up a little bit here in the 2nd quarter.
You can sense and you can see the momentum because now they're reading their patterns downfield, they're understanding the coverages, and they're finding the open holes in the defense.
Here's Foreman. And he will push his way forward down to about the 3-yard line. He'll get 2 out of that run, and it's going to bring up a 2nd and goal. Be interesting to see now what they do offensively down near the goal line after not much there that time.
As the offensive play caller, that may change your sequence now. Instead of coming right back with a running play, you may have to go to the air.
So the ball position now at the 3. Here's 2nd and goal. To the right side, and he's got Moore complete. Touchdown! DJ Moore, the touchdown throw from Sam Darnold. And the Panthers are an extra point away from capturing the lead. Piñeiro's extra point up and good. And they take the lead here at 7-6. Now after the touchdown, here's Piñeiro to kick it off. Taken in at the 3. And he'll be tackled just shy of the 25.
The Falcons take over first down 10 at their own 24-yard line.
About set to begin their next drive. The Falcons offense at the line. We've got a little more than a minute to go. I think the offense is saying, hey, all we need here, a field goal, and we can take the lead into intermission.
Well, I think that's what the goal should be. Give your kicker a chance to give you those 3 points. But in the meantime, if someone falls asleep on the defensive side, you might take advantage of that and get a big shot downfield, too.
It's just a gain of a couple there on the scramble, and now it's 3rd down.
Not quite sure what he thought he saw there, but the reality is certainly a much different picture than what he anticipated. And give credit to the defense. They were down on the flat when he broke out of there, and they forced him out with almost nothing to show for his efforts.
And that's caught inside the 35. And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. Now the Falcons going to use one of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 14 seconds to go in this first half. So the big play changes the complexion of things. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the 30. Now Mariota. That's going to be caught by Pitts. Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see.
And this has been a nice answer to the touchdown drive against them a few minutes ago because they've come out and reestablished the tempo. A nice throw there, and they're putting together a very strong drive as a response.
Touchdown, Falcons! Kyle Pitts in the final seconds of the first half. And the Falcons have taken the lead here in the final stages of this first half.
Well, someone has a sense of the dramatic here, don't they? Scoring this late in the half to take the lead going into the locker room.
Now they just don't want to misstep misfortune on the next kickoff because there's still a little bit of time left on that clock.
Yeah, you do have to bring that up, don't you? In the NFL, every play is critical. And if you give up something cheap there, all that advantage they just gained goes right out the window.
4 seconds, all that remain here this first half as the kick gets away. This Carolina offense at the line, ready to go. And with only 4 seconds on the clock, time likely for just one snap of the football. And he will perhaps get back to the line of scrimmage, but that's it. And time has run out on this first half. And that'll do it for the end of the second quarter. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. Welcome back. Halftime over. We are ready for quarter number 3. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gordon. The Panthers going to get the football first, trailing here as well as we resume play in this second half. On the return, here comes Smith out of the end zone. And he had no room to run as he's tackled down inside the 20. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. Charles, it'll be interesting to see what adjustments this offense made in the locker room. Haven't really been able to get anything going offensively. Virtually nothing in the ground attack either. So certainly something has to change here in quarter 3.
And I'm pretty pretty sure their friends from the defensive side of the ball told them exactly that, because those guys, the stop troops, they've been playing pretty well. They've kept them around in this game. Now they got some time. The running game struggled in the first half. Opposition knows how to focus on defending the pass here. They've got to re-energize that ground game and maybe open things up for a comeback here in this half. Sometimes it's hard to believe, but there are times this game is about patience, isn't it? Has had the game he expected, but that run there, that may get him going.
I was just going to say, maybe that gives him a little juice, because you're right, he struggled, especially in that first half.
Yeah, and I know the great ones always think to themselves, just hang in there. I'm just one big carry away from busting this open. That's a good start for him.
From Falcon territory now, here's 1st and 10 at the 44-yard line. They'll run out of the gun. It's Hubbard. And good work there in open space. And he's got this all the way down now to the 32. 12 more yards there and another 1st down. And they'll try the air now with Darnold. That's going to be caught. It's Chenault. And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or two shy of the 10. From down at the 12, it's 1st and 10. They'll run with Foreman. And he'll be dropped at about the 11 after only a yard.
He's had success on this drive, but not on this play.
Finally, they bowed up defensively. I think they were determined not to let him take it pretty much all the way down the field.
Yeah, it looks like they handled their run responsibilities correctly this time. What we call run fits, everyone was in the right place.
And he will take it across for the Panthers touchdown. Laviska Shenault taking it in from 11 yards out. And the Panthers are an extra point away now from moving out in front. Pinheiro's extra point up and good. And that will put them on top here in the 3rd. Now after the touchdown, here's Pinheiro to kick it off. Fields it right around the goal line. And he'll be brought down right on the chalk of the 20. About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. And Charles, it feels like we're set up for a good second half here. Came out of the locker room, one-score game. Now the lead has already changed hands. Well, this offense, they've got an opportunity right now to take that lead right back.
Yeah, and it feels like you're going back and forth, almost a little bit like a tennis match, right? And we're just, heads just keep moving. Which side has it? Which side's going to score? How are they going to go out doing it? A little bit of a challenge for each side, trying to match each other.
And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. Mariota now to throw on 1st down. This pass is caught by London. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. They'll throw again. Mariota. Kadero Hodge has it complete. A 1st down throw for Mariota. And he's got it to Patterson complete. And he's going to be marked down just outside the 10. Now a 1st and 10 at the 11. Patterson running between the tackles. And he'll be brought down here at the 3-yard line. So they'll come up after the gain of 7 on a 2nd and 3. Mariota. Touchdown! Olamide Zaccheaus from 3 yards out. And the Falcons have retaken a 3rd-quarter lead. So a very strong first drive in the second half, Charles, as they turn that halftime deficit into a 3rd-quarter lead.
And they were pretty purposeful there, weren't they? Measured in their approach. But, boy, they executed awfully well, moving the ball down the field.
And he will find the end zone here, and the lead moves up to 7. Now Pinion with the kickoff honors following the touchdown. Out of the end zone comes Smith. And that decision to bring it out ends up not being a good one. Costs him about 5 yards as he's tackled at the 20. This Carolina offense at the line, ready to go.
Well, certainly they'd rather have the scenario they had last time. Now, Charles, remember, they had the short field. They took it in the end zone. Now this is going to have to be a longer, more sustained drive if they want to get points.
Yeah, a little bit more of a quick strike opportunity last time by where they were on the field, and you're exactly right about that. But now, backed up a little bit. That's that old expression we like to use. Time to trick it with the ball down the field and try to do it again.
So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 43. To throw is Darnold.
Rifles one. It's going to be intercepted. Picked off by Rashaan Evans.
And he takes this one back into the end zone, and the Falcon defense has a touchdown.
But that offense trying to erase that deficit, get a little bit closer here and climb back into this game in the third quarter. Instead, they further their disadvantage, Charles, with a pick six.
And that defense came out willing to do anything necessary to defend that lead. I think they looked around the huddle and said, who's going to make the big play? Who's it going to be? And the person just ended up in the end zone with the football. He was the one that answered the bell.
On the return, here comes Smith out of the end zone.
And no alley to be found. The coverage was solid, and he's dropped at the 18. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. Now remember, they were just out here a moment ago through the pick six, so we'll see if they can take better care of the football this go around.
Yeah, and sometimes, partner, I think it's almost better that you just throw the pick six and you come right back out on the field. You're not over on the sidelines dwelling for it for very long. You're not hearing everyone say, hey, you'll get them next time. Hey, don't worry about it. All that stuff just goes right out the window. You're right back out on the field with a chance to atone.
Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Richie Grant. And the Falcons are going to take possession of the football.
They'll take over 1st and 10 at the 32-yard line.
Following the interception here, Mariota. He rifles one that's intercepted. Xavier Woods with a pick. And the Panthers are going to get it back here just past the 35.
So a potential momentum shifter there, working with a 2-score lead, third quarter, but that, not the smartest of throws.
I would agree with you on that one because this game is still very much in the balance. It felt pretty one-sided to this point, but now, if these guys can turn this turnover into points, things could start getting a little more interesting.
And that's caught inside the 30.
And he'll be marked down at about the 26-yard line.
We have played 3 quarters. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. And we're back now in Charlotte. It's the Panthers in possession of the football, but facing a deficit here as we get to the 4th and final quarter of play. So now then, the big play has them all the way inside the 30 now, 1st and 10. Out of the shotgun, here's Darnold. And that is incomplete.
From the snap, he certainly looked like he knew where he wanted to go with the ball, but surprise, that guy was covered. So that took his attention elsewhere to no avail.
Throwing again on 2nd and 10. Darnold looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Hubbard. And he gets it all the way down inside the 10 and mark him at the 5. Now Foreman. And he's going to press this one forward as they stop it right around the 1. 2nd and goal from the 1. They'll try again. And he is in. Touchdown, Carolina. D'Onta Foreman taking it in from a yard out. And the Panthers have made it a one-score game again here in the 4th. Piñeiro's extra point up and good. And now things get a bit more interesting here in this 4th quarter. Now after the touchdown, here's Piñeiro to kick it off. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. About set to begin their next drive. The Falcons offense at the line. I'm curious to see, Charles, about the play calling on this drive. Last time out, the interception that led to a touchdown. Here we are. I mean, very close, one-score game.
Man, if I'm a defender, I'm actually chirping to you on the other side of the ball saying, hey, we picked off the last one. What you going to do about it now? So when you do throw the football, high percentage, but throw it with confidence. If there's any hesitancy at all, it could end up in enemy's hands again.
That's into the hands of Pitts, the tight end. And they'll get him down on the other side of midfield.
And what a nice example there of a tight end doing exactly what he needs to do. How about how he worked his way to the outside, made sure he secured the catch, and then anything after that, we count that as a bonus. And indeed, he gets enough for the first down.
Now he's going to throw it deep to the other side of the field. It's a big play there for Atlanta. 41 yards.
Well, he's been doing this for a lot of years. The arm strength still there, and he showed it off on that one.
And he made that look effortless, didn't he? I mean, he's had a great game throwing the football. This is going to add to his yardage total in a big way. It's one thing to be accurate on your short and intermediate throws, but when you're hitting the bombs like those, look out.
Now a chance to make that big play really hurt. It's first and goal just outside the 5.
They'll run with Patterson.
And a little bit of space there takes it inside the 5 to the 3. Clock continuing to run. They'll probably wind this all the way before snapping it on second down. Mariota now. Now look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted.
Xavier Woods with a pick. And the Panthers are right back in this football game. So a good drive with a bad ending, Charles. They move it down the field well. Cannot finish it off, though, as it's intercepted in the end zone.
Deflating, that has got to be the word here because they were sharp in moving it down the field. But sometimes you start thinking like a touchdown is a given. And it doesn't always work out that way as we saw there.
And he's able to get this one all the way past the 30. A good pickup there, 26 yards from the 32 now. Here's first and 10. Now it's Darnold.
And that'll be caught downfield by Shenault.
And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield.
The 22 more yards there and another first down.
Now Darnold.
There's another one complete to Shenault. And he'll be rolled down at about the 30-yard line.
Fourth quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a one-score game. The drive continues as they search for a tying touchdown. Here's first and 10.
Out of the gun, here's the give to Hubbard.
Trying to run inside, but nothing there. Officially no gain on the play, and it's second down.
Darnold.
He's going to flip one out here to his running back. And he's brought down, but not before he reaches the 8-yard line. Last play, they got stuffed at the line. Different story here, over 20 yards. A looming decision to make on the conversion, down 7. But first things first, they need to score as they come up on first and goal.
They'll run here with Hubbard.
It'll be a pickup of 8 and a good first step there with second and goal coming up.
Again, it'll be Hubbard.
And the second wave of tacklers is going to get him as they stop him behind the line. Now the Panthers going to use the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 33 seconds remaining.
On goal-to-goal runs, when you create lost yardage plays, the only way that happens is either called pressure or what I like to call straight-ahead pursuit. A great read, and they get to the backfield and make the play.
And that was a big chunk of yardage lost. The decision to tuck and run gets him 3, but that's not enough. Now it's 4th. They'll go with Foreman. Oh, and I think he went backward. He did. Now a second timeout called for by the defense. That'll leave them with just one remaining in this fourth quarter of play. So they've gone for it twice now on fourth down in this game, and both times unsuccessful.
I wish we could hear the headsets now between the head coach and the offensive coordinator. Now that they're 0 for 2, if they get into a third situation, head coach might say, hey, you got anything for this one? Might get radio silence back.
Give him 10 yards on the pickup, and that'll bring up a second in just about a few inches here. So time runs out. It's a victory for the Atlanta Falcons. And a little bit of a surprise, they lose the turnover battle, but wind up winning the ballgame.
And this is very unusual because you know all teams stress winning the turnover battle as a key indicator to winning ball games. So when you get something that goes against the grain like the one we saw here, it's quite the oddity. Now let's face it, they'll be very happy that they pulled this off. But they do know that in the future, they've got work on taking care of the football because this won't happen very often.